Hi guys, today I want to refer to another story. It's related to to like seeking too much happiness. You could say it's like this guy who flew too close to the sun. What's his name? I forgot it. What's his name? Icarus. No, I think it's Icarus. And and it's also related to the Tower of Babel in the Bible. And it's this thing where people alone or in a group, like the Tower of Babel, and many people thought they could build a tower to the kingdom of God, or to heaven, the kingdom of God, and then they would be enlightened and whatever. And God saw this, and let's say God being an always existing spiritual power, he saw this and he made all the people speak different languages, so they couldn't communicate with each other anymore, and so the project of the tower couldn't be like fulfilled. And I think it ties a little bit into other hypotheses, like if you think about some people think of the world or life as just the universe like experiencing itself, like a bigger core consciousness which is split into many parts that are like planted into the people. And it's super interesting. And I think this idea of people belonging together, or at first having spoken the same language, this universal language, or have been this universal consciousness, and then being like in the story of the Tower of Babel, they just spoke different languages, or in the spiritual idea about our world, that we have been split apart from this bigger consciousness to just experience ourself kind of in the world. It's somewhat similar, and it shows that if we can get close together, we can build something great, but also that we are supposed to be different to kind of live an earthly life, because if we would perfectly understand each other all the time, then we would just have a global consensus on everything, and we would be probably very happy, and we would be like one organism living together, and if we could communicate with each other perfectly. And so this being split, this having different lives, having different opinions, speaking different languages in this story of the Tower of Babel, is really just the thing that makes us split and unable to get to like some sort of heaven, if you might call it like this. So communicating with each other and understanding each other is because of that such a great feeling, and such a good feeling where you feel like connected to people, and you feel just happy, like in heaven sometimes. So I think it's interesting. And so I think if you understand yourself and other people very good, then you can build greater things or greater friendships and relationships. So I think it's very important, especially in this world where many people are alone and many people don't really understand each other, and society is split, and there are so many like groups, subcultures who fight against each other. No one really talks to each other anymore, or likes even to discuss something, because you can just fuck off and be on your phone all the time, which is cool. But just I think it's important to get like to some sort of heavenly state, to really be able to to understand other people. And I think in the story of the Tower of Babel, that's really what made it like not impossible to build this tower to the kingdom of heaven, but which made it like harder, or like, you know, you have to overcome these differences in people to find peace with each other, you know. So